All right, today we're going to be doing a project that involves snowmen. And you can see this regular picture of a snowman is looking at the snowman from straight on, looking at him forward. This next picture here, we are looking at the snowman, but we're looking at him from the side, and so it's from a different perspective. His one eye that we can see here is bigger because it's closer to us, and this eye is smaller. We can't see the full other side of his face, and we can only see one arm. Here's another view of a snowman, and it's pretty much a side view right here. So we just see his nose sticking out. We see half of his smile. We see only one eye. And we're going to be using perspective today when we draw our snowman to make it look pretty cool. Here's a different perspective of a snowman. We're looking at him from the top. And so we can't even see that these balls are round anymore. We just see a partial part of each snowball. This is how ours is going to look today. We are going to imagine that we've got 4 snowmen and that they are looking at each other, but that they are in a little meeting and that we are looking up from below. And so that's going to give us a different perspective. It's going to have their bottom snowball be really large, and then the small one at the top is going to be smaller. And we're going to be able to put some fun decorations on our snowmen. So take a look at this picture and think about how you might want yours to look and what you might want to add. And then let's go ahead and get started.
Alright, so let's get started on our snowman drawing. And the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to put 4 partial circles, 1 in each corner. And that's going to make it look like the snowmen are all leaning in, having a little meeting. So we'll start a little bit below halfway on this side and make a dot. And we'll start a little bit to the side of halfway on this side and make a dot. So we've got 2 marks, and now we're going to just connect them together like that. Now I'm using pencil, but I'm doing it kind of dark so that you guys can see, and you will want to do yours really light so that you can erase it later or not see the marks. So here we'll do it again over here, and here, and here. Those are their big snowman bodies. Now we're going to make their heads on top, and we're going to make another partial circle so that it looks like the head is sitting on the body. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now is when it gets fun. We're going to add some faces and some decorations. So I want you to watch and think about different ideas that you have. Sometimes a snowman has a carrot nose, so you could do a long skinny triangle. Sometimes a snowman has like a piece of coal nose or a stone nose, so you could do a circle. You can use some variety to choose what you're going to want to do. I'm going to put some little lines on my carrot to make it look more like a carrot. And you can add those faces. You can see that I made some different expressions on their faces by using eyebrows or closed eyes. You can do it however you want. The next step is going to be to give them some hats. This is a good reason to do it in pencil because you're not going to want to have those lines through the hat later. Now we can maybe give them one of them a scarf, and I'll make it look like it's hanging down by making it wavy and make some little fringes on the end. We could give some of them buttons. And now we need to give them some arms. So snowmen usually have arms made out of sticks. So I'm going to make the one part of his arm, which is his upper arm from his shoulder to his elbow, by making 2 lines that are near each other, and they're going to go off of his body so it looks like he's holding his arms out. And then I'm going to bend his elbow, and I'm going to make 2 lines that meet in a point, and then make some fingers. So I'm going to come in close so that you can see what those arms look like there. Wider at the bottom, skinnier at the top, and they go through his body. So when you are coloring, you're going to want to either erase that line or just color right over. You can add whatever other details you'd like to make your snowman unique, and then you can add some little circles in the background that you're going to leave white, and those will be our giant snowflakes that are falling down. Once you finish that, go ahead and take your Sharpie and you are going to trace over everything except for not the lines that cross. So the lines that you would like to erase, you can just leave empty. Alright, I really love how this turned out. It gives me a sense that the snowmen are leaning over me, and that's because we gave them perspective by making this bottom part of the snowman really large and the top part, the head, smaller. So now it's time to color. You'll notice that I added at the last minute, I added some mittens on my hands. You can really add any sort of details that you want, and it's up to you how you want to color it. You could color your small things such as the buttons, the scarf, the hat with colored pencils or markers, and then maybe the background, which you could make blue for a sky. You could color with crayons if you want. I probably wouldn't try to color with markers, but you could color it with colored pencils also. So go ahead and color that in. Remember that your snowmen and your snow in the background are going to be nice and white. Alright, at the end I went through and erased any pencil marks that were still there that I could see. I hope that you had fun making yours. I really like how these turned out, and I'm sure yours looks great too.